Pakistan winning the toss for the second time. And once again, opting to field first with they have beaten Sri Lanka in the last game. The crowds have come in. Sri Lanka will be batting first. One change in the team. See a debutant, Sikuge Prasanna, coming in for Ajantha Mendis, a leg spinner who can bat quite a bit better than Ajantha Mendis would. An unchanged Pakistani team, Ramiz Raja.
Yes, which is a good thing to see because, as we mentioned in the pre-show, that in a very volatile format, they've been rather calm as performers, and they've been rather consistent in an inconsistent format. So Pakistan maintaining the balance, maintaining confidence in their playing 11 that won them the game in the last tie, and so which is a good thing to see. First ball of the T20 tie. It goes a little wide and, well, an opportunity missed, but even then Kushal Perera was ready to belt it through the offside.
It gave me the impression that the ball didn't go through. The width was there, and that's Kushal Perera's area. So straight away discussion between the batsmen. What happened in the pitch? Bowled only the one over in that first T20I. Usman Khan, were you surprised with that?
Yeah, I was, because he was the captain's choice. Both Misbah and Hafiz wanted him in the T20 side, and yet he was only given one over. He bowled a splendid spell. We talked about it the other night also in domestic T20 final. Picked up 5 wickets for basically nothing, 5 for 10. That included some seriously good scalps. What he did so well was pitch the ball up and swing it. And in the last game we saw him hit the good length area. That's not him. I think he's a good seamer. He can swing it, so got to pitch the ball up in the driving range and ask the batsman to go for that drive.
Well, going by what you're saying, Ramiz, he could be a tremendous threat, because the other day we saw him go through really quickly. So if you can swing it at pace, you certainly are going to be a handful.
That's more like it. See that ball to dart back into the left-hander. He's got a very, very good run-up. It's smooth, it's flowing. He seems to be in control now for a 19-year-old. That's a wonderful start, because it takes ages for you to develop a good sound run-up and approach, and his delivery stride seems to be fine. Very rhythmic run-up. A lot to look forward to. That's wide and belted for 6, is it? Yes! Sri Lanka off to a magnificent start. Dramatic start. Short and wide was Usman Khan, and what a blow.
Kushal Perera missed out 2 balls ago, but not on this occasion. You can't bowl in those lines. Width on offer sets batsmen free, especially early in their innings. The first couple of overs, they tend to be very watchful in T20 cricket, but with balls like that.
That's wide again, that's punished, that's loose bowling. He's got to understand the strength of the left-hander here. Can't approach this challenge on your terms. You've got to look at the opponent, and Perera is ready, camping on the back foot to carve it over point and cover.
The pitch also not as quick, because Kushal Perera has actually hit it over extra cover. If it was going through, that would have gone backward off square. Now early runs for Kushal Perera, his nerves would disappear and would tend to now look to play his own game. This is what you don't want as a fielding team.
It's given as a wide, tight call, but umpire feels that was wide enough for the batsman not to attempt any shot. Pace is good. This was that little width that was provided. That was crashed over the fence. Then another short and wide delivery that was put away over cover for 4.
This is what Sri Lanka also do need to do. We speak about the spinners Shahid Afridi and Saeed Ajmal, the impact that they do have.
It's a lot better, played well. And chance of a run out, he's late in reacting. Still may find that Pakistan have earned a bonus here. Umar Akmal is not too happy with the end result, but
Needed a better throw. He's done well, Kusal Perera. For a moment, it looked as that bat will be in the air, but it comes down just in time. He actually ran almost two. Tilakaratne Dilshan ended up watching the ball. There was an easy single there.
not out is the call. So Pakistan missing out on an opportunity. Umar Amin was the fielder and he didn't realize what was happening at the crease. You've got to be more watchful and show a bit of more presence of mind there. That should have been taken by Pakistan. Umar Amin took a lot of time to know what was happening. Well, that's beautifully done. That is Dill scoop. Now, how good is that? He read the script beautifully there, Tilakaratne Dilshan, and he's off and running in no time now. 6 from 3 balls.
Brave from Dilshan. Just the 4th ball that he's faced. But straight away trying to put the pressure on Pakistan. Because when you play these type of shots, it's tough for a bowler mentally, even for the fielding captain, to get his field right. The lines, immediately there's panic.
Oh, beautiful shot, straight drive, lovely shot. That will find the fence. Great piece of timing from Dilshan after 3 overs, 27 without loss. Oh, that's hitting hard. This is good bowling. Sohail Tanveer using all his experience to escape punishment. And so far so good. Just 2 runs of the over. We've seen everything from Sohail Tanveer in this over. Slow deliveries, the seam up deliveries and the short ball as well. So he's done really well to find the target almost every time.
It is also important that he produces these type of overs because lots of runs have been leaking from the other end. So if he can finish this over as he's gone so far, he would have made up for the runs made in the other over.
There's that bait shot. This is good batting from Pereira. That ball will go across, hit the fence, so ends on a high. Pereira with that boundary, sliced it over, covered 33 without loss. And it's time now to introduce another young gun, Bilawal Bhatti. Right arm, it should be fast medium actually, it can be pretty slippery. Oh, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable shot. Now, how good was Tilakaratne Dilshan on that occasion? That was such a brave shot to play.
You cannot die wondering. Sri Lanka did that in the first T20. But today, big brave. He didn't have the line, but his position was good. He was watching that ball. He was able to adjust. This is Dilshan at his best. Fine leg goes out. Square legs back in the circle.
Pressure on Bilawal Bhatti. His first ball's been taken away by a piece of brilliance by Tilakaratne Dilshan. Great improvisation. He's such a great T20 batsman. He doesn't play Test cricket for Sri Lanka. Retired from Test matches. On the track, he creates width on the offside. Writing his own script is Tilakaratne Dilshan, and what a shot from him. After stroking one over the keeper's head, he comes down the track and muscles it over point.
Good to watch. Tilakaratne Dilshan knows that the fast bowlers need to be taken apart. You have to put them under pressure. Because when the spinners come on, you want to be dominant. You want a healthy run rate to be able to control the innings.
Comes down the track once again. Bilawal Bhatti staring him back. create his own rhythm. Tilakratne Dilshan trying to create his own spaces in the field. That is why he's so good. He'll make the bowler think and put him off his paces.
The tactics are clear. They were not trying these shots against Sohail Tanvir, the most experienced bowler in the Pakistani lineup. That's amongst the quicks. But the two youngsters, the improvisations are coming in.
Short ball and he finds the fence once again. Lovely piece of placement. Reading the length and finding space to cut that ball hard. Massive pressure on Bilawal Bhatti. He's already gone for 12 of his 4.
Not trying to hit too hard, using the pace of the ball. So he's staying calm out there, Tilakratne Dilshan, and he's playing his options really well. Now ideally, he needs to keep going to help Sri Lanka build a big score. Because on another day, when you look at the pitch, you'd say 150, 160 is a good score, but you have to have a margin for the due.
Well, that's gone dispatched, dismissed. Not good bowling from Bilawal Bhatti. I think he attempted a slower ball that went across to the fence very quickly. Dilshan is getting the better of Pakistan. Hafiz can only smile, offer a smile, and he'll be once again in his bowler's ear, asking him to do something which is a little bit more sensible than this.
But the pressure's on. He got it on a good length. Dilshan played the Dil scoop, charged him. So now he's changing that length, he's changing that pace. And as a bowler, he's looking for variations. But Dilshan has now got the bowler to bowl into his zone. Only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle at this stage. The Sri Lankan batsman cashing in on it, trying to get ahead of the game.
This is a fabulous start by Sri Lanka. Just the kind of start they needed to keep Pakistan honest in the field. The fans are not saying much. It certainly has become a quieter place with the Way Cricket Stadium. Short ball to end the over. So a great start by Sri Lanka after 5, 49 without loss.
Well, Danny, I think this game will be very even and Steven, because what I'm seeing at the moment is a little bit of dew already. I think Sri Lanka will take also advantage of this. It might get worse a little later.
Nice, but not all of it from Pereira. So just a single. Yeah, you can see those run-ups, can't you? That one of Sohail Tanvir from the Emirates Road end. The ground, the Emirates end of the ground. Quite distinctive from the quick men. Yeah, just there. Left-hand side of the screen, that's Sohail Tanvir. Top left there, you can see where he's been running in. Big shout! Huge shout! Oh, and a smile. Says, just calm down a little bit, Mohammad Hafiz. Was worth one, though.
Yeah, totally misread the line, didn't he? Then Dilshan has gone on the back foot, might have just spun a little bit too much. Maybe. I still believe that this might be just clipping the leg stump. Not a bad shout at all. It's the end of the over. It's 55 without loss.
Very popular figure is Shah Afridi. Here he is. Right on cue. Hero from the other night. I have to say it was one of his better innings I've seen in T20. Been around a long time, we know that. Good numbers, these.
He always bowls well when he bats well. So I think this one might go in his favour today. A wicket taker, no doubt about that. And he also likes Sri Lanka. He bats well against Sri Lanka. He bowls well. This is the last delivery of the last over. This might have just hit the leg stump. Very close call. Very, very close. Showing the bat, Dilshan, straight away.
Umpire Hayder said, bit of bat there, he reckons. Just a little hint of one. A little gamesmanship from Dillers. Quick to get the blade up and indicate. Fortune there for Dilshan. He wanted to thrash this through the offside, and it slid back in very quickly from Afridi.
Pakistan have started controlling some damage. He's getting a little bit of drift, which will be very handy. I don't think he's going to get much of a spin. Cuts it away. The only one there. He becomes very lethal when he gets that drift going for him. Not a big turner of the ball. Ball's a very good googly and a quicker one. But when he gets that drift, it's very hard to bat against him. You get a lot of LBWs. That was close, very close. That's a very, very dangerous stroke against him.
Yeah, well, Dilshan's not going to die wondering. He's going to want to keep playing his shots. He knows full well what Afridi's all about. Faced each other a lot. All forms of the game, particularly the white ball. French can't take those, Dillers, because it's another boundary.
This is what 2020 is all about. You throw a bat and ball, and even if you get an edge, you'll take it. Watch that. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Maybe touch wide, a little bit of room, but gone under the wicketkeeper's legs.
Freaky Friday. Oh, you know it, because it's the 13th as well, Wuck. Bit of luck favours him. Oh, and this is nice. This keeps it sensible. 8 from the 8. 63 without loss. Lovely start for the Sri Lankans in match 2 of the T20 Internationals. Waited till late there, Dilshan. You just get the feeling sometimes with Tilakarat and Dilshan, tries to hit the ball a little too hard, and loses a bit of shape when trying to strike it big. And when he's in superb touch, well, it just goes anywhere and everywhere. Tonight, not quite. Still striking beautifully. 160 with 7 boundaries, 37 from 23. Dillers. This is Pereira. 25 from 26. A little bit of an edge, so it takes the scoreboard over them.
Pakistani fielders are a little bit on their heels. Even to begin with, I thought the inner fielder, the inner circle fielder will come in to stop those singles. We missed the run out already. These fielders are sort of sitting on their heels, they're just giving away singles. 2020 cricket is all about stopping those singles also.
Shorter. Comfortably picked off.
How big was this mess? Look at that. Umar Amin had no clue where the batsmen were. He had ample time to throw it, but very late. So the towels are out. So that means the ball's getting a little damp out there.
Yeah, the throw was just too wide, wasn't it? It was over the stumps. Bounce throw over the stumps. Would have been gone by miles, Pereira. Here's a twosie. And a doozy in the outfield. And he slipped through, and luckily the boot. You've got to get there. Not happy is the skipper, because he's bowling it.
I think it was a very good shot. It was right in the middle of the two, had enough time to run for 2. And I think picking up with one hand, not keeping an eye on the ball, made Mohammad Hafiz, the captain, a bit more frustrated. Yeah, 2 hands.
Quiet little lackadaisical single. Smiley happy people on a Friday. Second T20. I don't know. What do you reckon? Cricket lovers, Pakistan, here in the UAE, 2 T20s? Not enough. Got to have 3. It's got to have 3. A series of them. Can't bowl there. even with a little bit of dew, it's no good. 10 off the ninth, 73 without loss.
72 without loss. There was a last ball, last over. Hafiz tried to yoke that one a little quicker. And Dilshan uses the pace. Although there were two fielders there, the pace took it away. Easy pickings, isn't it?
Yeah, nice little gift. He's done all right in these last 4 scores. He's 42 not out here, got 7 the other night, 59 not out, and 74 not out. So he likes this game. Just short. Bit of luck. Didn't quite carry to Afridi, and the ricochet costs a single. Things going the way of the boys in blue at the moment.
Just short. Agree with you, Danny. 2020 is not enough. That was an excellent shot. Just looking to give a room. I don't think he wanted to hit it there, but he'll take it. It was edged over that short third man for 4.
Intentions are clear from Pereira. He's going to have a little crack here, gives himself a little bit of room. He comes down, thrashes at it, fast hands, and that thick edge races away here at the Sports City. And again, very Jayasuriya-like in the strike. Back-to-back boundaries against Boom Boom Afridi.
Well, these two Sri Lankan openers are not letting anyone settle down. They came really hard at the young fast bowling attack of the Pakistanis, and now against the spinners. What a partnership. Only into the 10th over, it's 80 odd runs, 83 on the board. Pakistan in trouble. Oh, that one, big one. That's huge. That's gone in the crowd. Massive shot. Brilliant.
Pick the bones out of this one. Let's go out of here. Beautiful piece of timing. Intentions, he's using his feet again. Yeah, very Sanath Jayasuriya, isn't it? And up against the left-handers, Afridi struggling a little. Prefers the left-handers. Does Hafiz, and Afridi prefers the right-handers, you have to say. Best opening partnership for Sri Lanka in this form of the game against Pakistan. Previous best was 81 at Lords with Jayasuriya and Dillers. We've gone past that. 10 done, 90 for none.
Just 4 men in the ring. There's a fine cut and a cover. Let's hit him on the pad. Will the finger be raised? Saeed Ajmal makes a fleeting inquiry. Time to now go across to our roaming ambassador, roaming reporter Sikandar Bakht.
Thank you so much, Ramiz. I've got a padded up Angelo Matthews itching to get out there and join the party.
Definitely, especially after the start that we've got, Dilshan and Tusar gave us a brilliant start. So hopefully we can carry on, till the end and get a, big score.
98 for no loss at this stage. What kind of score are you now looking at from here?
We'll get as much as we can. The dew factor might come into play later on, so it's better to get as much as we can.
Well, good luck to you with the game, and let's see where you end up.
Thank you.
Short and sweet. And yes, as much as possible for Sri Lanka. Anything is possible. Pereira on 49, Dilshan on 48. Shinwari was used for 2 overs with the new ball. Looked a bit out of sorts, but he's only 19 years old. And the T20 format is a punishing format. It can put even the experienced ones on the back foot. nicely bowled, just slackening the pace, slowing it up, flighting the ball, Saeed Ajmal.
Use of feet there. 23 years old Kusal Pereira just one run away from his 50, opening the batting for Sri Lanka. And what a start so far. Carnage run rate, just a shade and 8.5 runs in an over.
Goes flat, picks him up for a run. He'll raise his bat to the gallery. This really is a great innings in the all-important T20. Well, you can call it a final because it's a must-win game for Sri Lanka. It's their opener, Pereira, who is first to the post. 50 from just 39 balls. And he has looked very secure and very attractive out there at the crease. Strike rate of 128, and you consider that Dilshan is on 48 from 32 with a strike rate of 150. This has turned out to be a powerful opening performance from Sri Lanka. Goes big, goes heavy. Will this be taken? Yes, he's caught him. Umar Amin gets to the ball. It's a major breakthrough, and it's been initiated by that man again. Saeed Ajmal picks up a wicket. Against the run of play, Sri Lanka lose their opener. Tilakratne Dilshan is out for 48. And Sri Lanka lose their first wicket for 100. A run rate of 8.33. I think that they're once again trying to check whether it was a no ball or not. But in the meantime, it's not a no ball, we're told. So Dilshan is out for 48, 100 for 1. Well, we've got the debutant out there at number 3 position. So Sri Lanka toying with the choice of a pinch hitter, even though it's T20 cricket and everybody is supposed to be a pinch hitter, but they've sent in the debutant at number 3. And so after a wonderful start, Sri Lanka losing Dilshan. Gets the ball to turn Hafiz. It is only the 4th time that Pakistan have conceded 100-run partnership in T20 format. So job well done by Sri Lanka. 28 years of age, more renowned for his bowling than batting, is a leggy. But look at that strike rate, 146 in T20s. Goes big, goes heavy, finds the fence. Yes, beats the 2 men on the fence. Let's go across to Sikandar Bakht and let's also see who's got.
Thank you very much, Ramesh. We're caught up with Dilshan on his way out. Brilliant knock. Unlucky, couldn't get 50, too short of it. How's the wicket playing there?
Wicket is really good. Last match we didn't get the start. We both discussed we had to go positive and get the good start. I didn't worry about it. I want to maximum take for my team. We want to win this match, stay in the number 1 position in T20 side.
Was it a clear plan to attack the young fast bowlers Usman and Bilawal up front?
Not really. The thing is they had to bowl. We start with the short fine leg up. I'm really happy if a fine leg up, I can play my deal scoop. Then they are under pressure. Then I feel after playing that shot, all the fielders, bowlers under pressure. Then I feel I can go another few boundaries for him. We have to attack, counter attack. I think we both attack really well for 6 overs. Then good. I think a very good partnership. Now we should carry from here a long way.
Now that you mentioned about Dil Scoop, you've mastered that art. Really very tough shot to play.
Yeah, really tough shot, but I'm really confident that shot. I'm last 4 years I got out only one time playing Dil Scoop last series, but I'm really happy to play that on my shot. That time put the pressure of bowlers and the fielding side.
Now looking at the score on the board, 109 for 1 now, and you still got a good 8.2 overs to go from here. What kind of score are you looking at?
I think now we have to pass definitely 175. It's a very good total here. Last innings we saw 140 also. There a little bit struggle. After we can't stop if we keep going. 175 plus is good. I think it's good move. Prasanna come number 3 and keep going momentum. I think it's a really good move.
Thank you very much, Dilshan, and well played.
Thank you.
Yes, he really did play a wonderful innings. In the meantime, the show continues for Pereira. Trying the reverse slot, caught in the deep by Umar Amin, who was adjusted well by the bowler there, got to the ball and cupped it well. really seem to have enjoyed it, Saeed Ajmal. Well, that's a biggie. That's gone for 6. Wow, what a shot. Brings a smile on the face of the debutant. Doesn't appear as if he's suffering from any nerves of a debutant. He is in form and on song.
Couple of gifts there by Mohammad Hafiz to the new man at the crease, and he took that with both hands. First 6 of the innings for Prasanna, and he's continuing with the things.
That's a straight shot, straight hit. Will this be taken? Soeb Maqsood can't do anything about it. Another massive blow. Pakistan being hassled by this Sri Lankan onslaught. What an over it's turning out to be. 24 from it so far. 2 boundaries and 2 sixes.
The whiplash of shots continue for Sri Lanka. A big 6 straight towards the side screen. Nobody could do anything about it.
And he was off balance, still managed to muscle it straight. This time mistiming. A slow delivery from Hafiz, but the damage has been done. 24 of the over, 124 for 1. Edge, top edge will earn him a boundary. Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they keep on coming for Sri Lanka. Saeed Ajmal chewing hard on his gum. Don't know what has happened. The dusra was delivered and the batsman played a tisra. Hoodwinking the bowler with the cue shot. That ball hitting the cue end of the bat. The Sri Lankan fans are enjoying this victory march. At least the first half clearly belonged to Sri Lanka. 9.6 is the run rate. So Pakistan's batting will be severely tested. Well, Saeed Ajmal seems to be troubling the keeper more than the batsman. Umar Akmal shaking his head. Yeah, asking him to just keep it nice and simple away towards the offside. Did well to block it, Umar Akmal. That's sliced up in the air. Will this be his 200th? This should be his 200th. Sorry, the 100th international wicket for Saeed Ajmal. He does it again for Pakistan. 100 international wickets this year for him. It's a proud moment for not only Saeed but for the entire country. Becomes the second Pakistani to achieve that milestone. Saqlan Mushtaq was the first one to do it way back in '97. Prasanna came in, went out fighting, and well, what a cameo from him. 21, he got 133 for 2. Who we got out there is the classic Kumar Sangakkara. Saeed Ajmal has bowled a good over in the context of the game. Only 9 runs considering that Hafiz went for 24 in his last over. 133 for 2. Bilawal Bhatti coming on to bowl. 1 over, none for 16 his previous performance. Covering the stumps and getting off the mark of the first delivery. Will he make it for the second one? He does well, Kumar Sangakkara. Showing good intent. Can't afford to take his time and warm up to the task. He's got to just motor along and go for the kill straight away.
The master batsman Kumar Sangakkara, who has just been awarded the ODI Player of the Year award, and a great moment. He could also celebrate this very evening in Dubai Sports City.
Making room and clubbing it over mid-wicket for a boundary. Bilawal Bhatti, well, once again on the shorter side, and Kumar Sangakkara read it beautifully. He was in position early. Sri Lankan flags are out. This is good batting by Sangakkara. There you see him first making room and then hammering it over mid-wicket.
Only second delivery And Blau Bhatti rams in a short one, a slightly slower delivery, and he was spot on. Kumar Sangakkara straight away.
Afridi pushed back at mid-wicket fence now. And it's a bouncer, and it's in fact given as a wide. Zamir Haider reading it just a little bit late, but awarding it as a wide. Saeed Ajmal bowling the Dusra, and Prasanna had no idea. Adjusting his helmet just to see the end result. Shinwari took a good catch. He's a good outfielder, Usman Khan Shinwari. And yeah, big moment for Saeed Ajmal. His 100th international. That's gone up. That's gone over the keeper's head. That's gone into the fence. It's given as a no ball over the waistline. So Bilawal Bhatti losing the plot.
Some outlandish shots and now some tricksy one. Kumar Sangakkara getting that beamer and playing it in a baseball style. Adjusted himself far too early over the head of the wicketkeeper. His second boundary. Third delivery faced, and he's already into the double figures.
Maybe that delivery slipped out of his hands. It is a wet outfield affected by dew.
Anything 200, I think, might just go beyond their limit. That's gone over the top. That's gone for 6. I'm sure that's gone for 6. That's a beautiful hit.
Oh, it's clean. And it ends the 16th over, courtesy of a Sangakkara strike. 160 for 2. 10 and over, very gettable in this form of the game, especially when you've got two guys set. Pereira, half century. Sangers, 20 from just 8. Yeah, they know it. Pakistan fans know they need to knock over these two very quickly. And the debutants come back on from last Wednesday. Usman, he played his first game on Wednesday. This is Sangakkara going downtown for a quiet little half a dozen.
Plenty of experience you can see in that shot. Moved away a little bit from the stumps and hit it very cleanly.
Usman, left arm disappear with a thick edge. With all this dew around, it simply races away for 4. Great start to the 17th over from the boys in blue.
Well, you can clearly see that Usman is under pressure. When he started the spell, the very first over, he bowled quite a wide deliveries, and once again starting off with the wide delivery, and fair enough, it's edged, but it was a poor delivery.
Delightful. Cheeky, but yummy. 4 more to Sangers.
You need someone like him at this stage. Experience coming into play. And look at the crowd. They all blue. Youngster looking to bowl fuller, looking to bowl a Yorker length. Got it wrong, but Sangha is not going to get it wrong. He got it beautifully done. Beautiful shot.
Lot to contemplate for the skipper. Now the highest score ever on this ground in a T20 international goes past the Aussies.
There you go. There you go. That's experience. That a stroke. What a stroke. Just picked up from the full length delivery and into the crowd. What a hit.
Well, he's missed his length again. Trying to get it full. Look at this. Little flick. Holds the blade further down on the bat handle. Pereira. Oh, cheeky, but nice. All the way for 6. Into the crowd. That's gone miles. Oh.
We're getting some glimpse of some old cricketers. We saw Sanat Jayasuriya earlier in Kosal. And that last stroke from Sangakkara reminds me, that's a beautiful hit. That's another glorious hit. We'll go all the way again. Bit of Saeed Anwar.
They're all here. The old boys have been copied. Here's 6 more. Back-to-back maximums. Oh, they're loving it in the Isles, are the Sri Lankan fans. Short arm punch. Oh, sweet. 16, and there's still the ball to go.
There's an opportunity here for Pereira to get to his 100. He's on 81 of 57 deliveries. Can he get to that? Another beautiful stroke. That's what I meant earlier. Mid-off up. There's a very little chance for the youngsters to keep it out. Couple more. End of the over. 19 gone. It's 198 for 2.
Highest individual score ever in a T20 International was by Sangakkara, 64. Well, Pereira has smoked his way past that. He's 83 with 4 sixes and 5 boundaries. Exceptional striking by Kushal Pereira. But it's Sangakkara up against Sohail Tanvir. And has he got all of this one? Ah, you betcha. He's fatted this clean for 6 more, and the 200 has been breached now.
Well, Sohail Tanvir bowled extremely well so far. In the first delivery, a slower delivery, was in the zone for Sangakkara to put it away. Watch that. Cross-batted, got the middle of the bat. And look at the follow-through he's given it. Bang! That's gone on... hit the side screen.
Watch out Dubai Creek on the 17th hole. Oh, teeing off. You better believe it. Another slower one, and wonderful execution from Sangers. So we've had 10 runs from the first 2 deliveries of the final over. It is going rather well for Sri Lanka.
That's a serious entertainment. This crowd is getting their money worth. Look at that. I don't have to explain that. Beautiful shot.
Pressure hugely back on the bowler. Third and fourth half centuries. Exceptional. They've really started to get after the bowling in the second part of this innings. Really from about the 13th over onwards. Missed out there, he wanted to go over the onside. Would have been better to keep still and go straight again. Such a good timer of the cricket ball as Sangakkara.
It looks a very different team today, isn't it? Sri Lanka. They looked pretty ordinary the other day and came out with the serious answer. They look like a champions. They're a number 1 team in the world, and they're proving it.
Bottom edge. And Pakistan, they'll be happy it's just a single, and it's getting rid of Sangakkara off strike, who was pumping it to all parts in this innings. 43 from just 20 from Kumar Sangakkara. 2 maximums, 4 fours, and Pereira at the other end, 83 from 58. Striking at 143. He's crossed the rope on 4 occasions with maximums. 5 fours to boot. The 100 was brought up in the 12th over. Look at this. Oh, cut loose City, let alone Dubai. There's a nice change of pace here, showing his experience as Sohail Tanvir coming round the wicket. Big change in angle. Last 3 deliveries have been dot 1-1.
This is not a very small field, especially square of the wicket, and both these batsmen have really tonked the ball well. 6 sixes between the 2, and they all have come mainly square of the pitch. Couple gone in the crowd.
Well, there's been eight maximums, and you're right, Wuck. These guys have dined out, and they've hit half a dozen of them. Here's the last delivery of the innings, and it's a full toss. Only going to be one. He's going to come back. Has to come back, Pereira, and he'll be gone. I think that's going to be out of here. Worth the go, but sacrificed himself there, did Pereira. Wonderful innings from this guy. Brilliant. I think we'll find he's probably a little bit short, but still getting to at 211, just to confirm here. Good throw, good gather. Just out. Thanks very much. So he doesn't get a red inked. No not out from Pereira. Target, they're going to have to get the best ever score chasing down in this form of the game ever. The best previously was 207 by India versus Sri Lanka at Mohali. So Pakistan need a go at 10.6 runs per over. Can I take a quick break and see you on the other side?
Pakistan and Sri Lanka, well, Pakistan, as mentioned, have got their work cut out. Target of 212. They need a massive opening partnership, a massive platform to attack Sri Lanka. It's not going to be easy. Pakistan's batting can be brittle at times, and they'll be under pressure right throughout this innings. Ahmad Shahzad, even though he's talented, he's amongst runs of late, but he'll have to play out of his skin really to win this one for Pakistan. And his partner Sharjeel Khan is a good player as well, left-hander. Malinga coming on to bowl, 30 years of age, and he can express himself. He can be explosive in normal circumstances, but with runs to play, Sri Lanka can be expressive, and the expression starts with Lasith Malinga.
He did look somewhat back to his best in that first T20I.
And it's a no ball, and Pakistan off the mark. Ahmad Shahzad gets to the other end, and it's a free ball to hit for Sharjeel Khan. In the last T20 also, he was given a freebie, allowed to get off the mark by Sri Lanka. Where did it land? Oh, over the line. He does it every now and then, Lasith Malinga. Just the kind of start that Pakistan needed, and Sri Lanka once again adjusting the field. They can do that now that the strike has been changed.
If it was the same batsman, then the field is not allowed to be changed. Sharjeel Khan, in his third game, looked really good in the first T20 international. Very compact. Looked like he had a complete game where it's not only attacking the ball but looking for those singles.
Highest run chases for you by Pakistan in T20s, the best against Bangladesh in Pallekele. They've done it 3 times against Sri Lanka, totals of 140. Oh, beautifully struck. What a good shot. The balance was great. The ball will go across to the fence. It should. Oh, brilliantly done. Now that is classic stuff. Trimane, who took a blinder in the last game at cover, once again making ground and certainly saving a run or two.
But this is a classic shot. Just a whip from off the stumps. He knows where the gaps are. Using the dew to his advantage, Tirimana didn't get to bat, but you can add 1 to his tally.
That's really well done. Athletic stuff from Trimana. Bash to the fence now. This is good cricket from Sharjeel. It was a loose ball. It had to be put away, and he's done it in style. So after 2-14 without loss, Pakistan. Plenty of work to be done by Pakistan if they are to win this and become the world's best side to displace Sri Lanka from that post. Sri Lanka currently hold that position to be the best side in the world in T20 cricket. So Chitra Senanaike, the offie, coming on to bowl. 8 matches and 9 wickets. So Chandimal just changing the pace.
5.5 his economy rate, and that's outstanding because more often than not he's used in the power play overs.
Two men patrolling the fence. Fielder's position at mid-wicket and long on. Oh, beats him with the angle. Kumar Sangakkara wants the umpire to go for a replay. He says, I don't know, Sangakkara, but we may have a case here. So the appeal has been made and it's been referred.
Well, he persuaded the umpire to go upstairs. Good start again from Senanayake. This is what he likes to do early in his spell. Just get that ball to wobble at the batsman, show him a couple of variations. He's safe.
He's okay there. Because the toe is inside the crease, and so that can't be given up. Oh, beautifully done. There's no one, the fence on the offside. That smashed hard by Ahmed Shahzad. A confidence booster for him.
He's learned from his mistakes. With a similar ball, he hit straight to extra cover, but this time he's opted to go along the ground. And he's a powerful player. Look at that variation, the wobbler. It skids past the batsman. Going wrong for Senanayake.
This time it's a sweep shot and is taken at short square leg. So Sri Lanka strike early. Ahmed Shahzad has got to leave the crease. He is disappointed, can't believe his luck. After smashing one away through the offside, he's perished. Attempting another big swipe, another big shot. It didn't come off, he's gone for 8. 18 for 1. Mohammad Hafiz has walked out to take the crease. The captain is out there, didn't have a great time with the ball. 4 overs and 45 conceded by him. And those kinds of figures are a rarity because he's usually very good on the mark. The required weight still hovering over 11. 18 for 1. Senanayake bowling his first over. Chandimal making that first move, changing the bowling options, and Senanayake providing his captain with a scalp, that of Ahmed Shahzad. Gone for 8. The field hasn't changed for Hafiz. Still a slip in place. 4 men in the ring on the offside. Gets worked away on the leg side for a run. So Hafiz is off the mark. They need to build a strong partnership here. Pakistan's top order needs to be in top order condition. This was that sweep shot that was attempted. Didn't catch it properly. It was taken by the 12th man.
Yo, Vitanage, Kitruan Vitanage, the subfielder, he's out there for Kusal Pereira. Almost made a mess of it. He dipped on Vitanage.
Looking to hammer it away towards the offside. He looks good, Sharjeel Khan. Seems to have a plan when he goes out to bat. Is not ruffled usually by the situation. Still early days for him. That's worked away nicely away towards the onside. He should make it rather easily for the second one. After 3 overs, 21 for 1 Pakistan. Maqsood Amin, Umar Akmal Afridi to follow. They are the batsmen. Then Bhatti and Tanveer can be categorized as all-round cricketers. Ajmal and Usman make the 11.
What do you think, Ramiz? A case for Afridi to be promoted?
I don't think so. I think they need to bat normally, get a partnership, and leave the case for Afridi in the last 5 to 7 overs. I think he looks a little lost when he's promoted up the batting order at times, Afridi. You need to do that, just rotate the strike and we'll hope that Sri Lanka misfield just like that. That's gone through the legs. Senanayake is the fielder who messed it up.
He's one of Sri Lanka's best fielders or better fielders, Senanayake. He hauled one in the previous over, but this one he should have stopped anyway.
I think he probably got stuck in the turf, and that is why he lost control of that ball. No slip in place. Hafiz has been given easy route through the slip cordon. Works it away this time towards the onside. The fielders come in. Everybody seems to be interested. They need to put pressure on Pakistan. Another wicket at this stage and they'll be in a tight corner. As if they're not already. 187 required from 100 balls.
Something extra. That's what Sri Lanka have asked Pakistan to do in this game. With 145, with one player getting a quick 30 or a 40, the game could have been over. But with a score of over 170, 180, you need to do a lot more than that.
Hafiz had no idea. He was beaten by the length, and Kumar Sangakkara trying to knock the bails off. Hafiz was still out of his crease when that attempt was made by Kumar Sangakkara. Had that hit, Hafiz would have gone home. He can be worked towards the leg side if you're in a better position. Kulasekhara's USP is he gets the ball back into the right-hander, so if you shuffle and keep your eye on the ball, you can play the lap sweep or hit him over towards this mid-wicket range. There's a fielder back there at square leg, but fine leg is up in the ring and it could be worth the try. There is the Lone Ranger. That's Upesh and falls short of the fielder. Runs for Hafiz. That's the second misfield in this over by a Sri Lankan fielder. 2 to Hafiz.
But I really don't mind what Sikuge Prasanna did try to do there. The ball was in the air. He went for the catch. It was getting away from him, but his initial idea was to try and pick up that wicket.
Pakistan will have to take risks. Oh, beats him with an outswinger. He's gone, caught behind. It's a problematic area for Hafiz. Undone by the ball that kept straight. Lovely piece of bowling and good thinking on part of Kulasekhara. Hafiz was looking to work the ball away towards the leg side right throughout this over. Undone by a straighter one. And he's gone early in the piece for 7. 27 for 2 Pakistan. So Sri Lanka striking once again. They've removed Pakistani captain. And at the crease now is Shoaib Maqsood. 26 years of age, 9 matches and average of 17. He needs to improve in that count. Average needs to improve. He bats up the batting order at number 4. So he's got to be better than that average suggests. Strike rate is pretty decent.
Very good, in fact. But what a day to do it. Packed house, the stadium almost full. It's a massive stadium, maybe 25,000 capacity.
And it's a spectacular facility. You're near the action, on top of the action. And they always seem to be present for T20 matches, but today was a special occasion because they were there, still there, to see whether Pakistan can become the best T20 side. Hurried by that length and a bit of confusion between the two runners. But they manage a single in the end.
Well, Kulasekhara, he does this time and time again. He does bowl that in-ducker, but his variation is the one that holds its line. Hafiz shaping up to look onside. Had to adjust in the last moment. No feet. Just has a poke because he's expecting the ball to jack back into him.
Round the wicket to Shoaib Maqsood. First ball is padded away beautifully through the offside. Bit of bottom hand. He rushes back for the second. Easily done through the offside. He's a stylish player.
Looks powerful as well. Likes driving the ball. Batsmen do have to be clear in their plans. With Hafiz and Ahmed Shehzad, you could see that they were a bit iffy, trying to play a few too many shots, maybe go hard at it. But Shajil, who hasn't had much of the strike, the only boundary that he hit was ever so simple. A shot that he would play at any time. So it's all about being calm and judging or trusting your skills to get you through even a hole or the deepest of holes.
That was a straighter one from around the wicket angle. Good delivery to end the over. 30 for the loss of 2 Pakistan after 5.
Smashes this through point. Does Shajil. Much needed.
He had enough. Given himself a little bit of room. The ball was there to hit outside the off stump. With a third man up in the circle. It was a slow delivery, rolled his wrist, but watch that shot. Crushed it through the point. There have been more than 6 or 7 overs in the Pakistani, in the Sri Lankan innings, which went more than 12 or 13 runs. That's another good shot. Pick the gap. This one go for 4 again.
Yeah, back-to-back boundaries to end the 6th over. 40 for 2. Dilshan has been pumped down the ground. 1 bounce for 4. More of this is required from the Pakistanis.
A little bit slower to start off Dilshan. A little bit more flight in the zone. Watch that. He likes to hit it straight. Sohaib.
Interest from the fielding side. Just check the stroke there. Maqsood. I want to see him get going tonight. We haven't seen a lot of him. He's young and making his way up against an old timer. And Tilakaratne Dilshan.
It's so important to vary your length when the ball gets wet. You can't really afford to bowl one pace. There's a fielder there. Cut it off. They must have learned, Sri Lankans, from their batting innings, that the quicker you bowl, it goes far and fast. I think the slower you bowl, you allow the batsman to hit it out. It's not going to be easy when the ball is slower. That's good bowling. Both the off spinners going around the wicket.
Seven off with 1 to go. Still not quite enough. They need a couple of really monumental overs, massive overs, to get back in this contest. Crowd enjoying themselves. They've been certainly entertained so far. And this is it too. Yeah, like it. Love it, in fact, to finish the 7th over. 13 from it. The 50's up. It's 53 for 2. Last 2 overs are gone for 23. They need a sort of Sangakkara-Pereira partnership, preferably from these two. Shajil and Maqsood. They've got 26 from 19, so they've got a little start. Can they kick on? Punchy. Oh, delightful. Straight as for 4 more.
It's the second time he hits straight over the bowler's head. This time it was Prasanna bowling, the right arm leg spinner. Used his feet on that occasion, Maqsood, and punched it. No follow through, just that punch. And that ball was travelling very, very quickly.
Game on massively, because if these two youngsters can hang in and bat for another, wow, good 7 or 8, 10 overs. It'd be definitely all on. Here's TP to Sarah Pereira into the attack now. Punched. And you think about the dew fact and the ball just there skimming across the outfield, suddenly gets that little bit more moist. You've got to get the rag out, get the towels out, look after the ball. And it's more difficult for the bowling side to hold on and deliver the ball. All of a sudden, batsmen get in, confidence, they get in the groove, that wave of confidence, play a couple of neat strokes, and this run rate can get hauled in very quickly.
It's a very smart move by Chandimal bringing on the pacer. The bowler, a couple of over from the spinners, decided quickly to go to the paces because it was getting a little easier for the batsman to hit it over the top, go for 6 or 4, pick the gap. But I think I have a feeling against the pacer it would not be easy. With the change of pace.
Oh, hang on. Where's this gone? It's out. It's taken by the captain. And he gives it. The Shah Afridi chant there. Does Chandimal. Stands and salutes. Just saying, if these two youngsters could hang in there a bit longer, it's not to be. It's the third one down now. Maqsood has gone for 15. It is 62 for 3. Captain did the trick by bringing on Pereira. And he took the catch himself, did Dinesh Chandimal, get rid of Maqsood. Thought there might have been Shah Afridi coming out, but it's not. It's Umar Akmal. But he's not on strike yet. This is Shajil, who's pumped another one behind square leg. He goes to 33 from just 20.
This kid is a good player. Just a short arm jab. Not a bad delivery, it was a good length. Look, watch that, bit of Greenwich in there. The left-hander Greenwich. West Indians love this kind of shots. A little pickup.
Can this youngster kick on? Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Talk about a mirror image of Gordon Greenwich. Oh, loving it.
Well, this time he was a little short, Pereira. That shot was definitely on. The earlier shot, I thought it was just a pickup, beautiful shot, but this one was in the arc for a youngster to put it away. A little bit shorter. There you go, more comfortable this time around. Magnificent shot.
Crowd are buzzing that bit more. Consecutive boundaries after the wicket. And Shajil, he's into his best innings in this form of the game at this level. One to go in the Pereira over. And he'll keep the strike. Will the youngster. Good over, 11 from it. 71 for 3. Umar Akmal is out in the middle, but he's not on strike again because of the single off the last ball of the previous over. And the debutante's been greeted with a smoker downtown. 6. Welcome to the big time, young man.
Well, he's not scared at all. A little bit more flight on that occasion from Prasanna. Although the weight was on the back foot, but the follow-through was there. Another one. This has gone further. Look at that. That is gone in the crowd. And that also brings the youngsters 50. Brilliant.
In just 24 deliveries, Shajil has brought up a half century. Oh, and he bowls him with a freaky one. Should have put it away. It was a low full toss. He's got 50 and now he's out of here. What a shame. First wicket for Prasanna on debut, and it's a bit lucky.
I don't think it was the best of his deliveries, but a poor shot to end his inning. But overall, magnificent inning. 50 and Pakistan 83 for 4.
Enter the Coliseum, Boom Boom Afridi. Here we go with this guy. 33 years of age, they say, with 70 matches, with a strike rate of nearly 142. 54 not out. He'll need some of that and more. And he's straight away clubbing it down the ground. Gets off the mark, and Umar Akmal will get to face up. But this is the full toss.
He missed out, didn't he? He totally missed that one. He could have easily put the pad in front of the ball and could have hit it, but yeah, it's painful. It's definitely painful. He was in the zone to hit it out. Bowl him! Look at that delivery. Lovely delivery. Just a straighter one and went through Umar Akmal, cleaned him up.
First ball for Umar Akmal. He's been watching the action from the other end. He's got a golden one. Oh, they're horrified if you're wearing green. Can't believe it. Umar Akmal's gone for a duck. 5 down now for 84. Umar Aman is out in the middle, and he's just about been caught and bowled. Very eventful over. 2 wickets, 13 runs. It's 84 for 5 here. Half the side out now. We've had half the overs as well. It's time for Sikandar back with a double R. It's Ramiz Rajak.
Down the track, and it's taken at cover. Chandimal doesn't miss it. Pakistan, well, not reading the strip properly, and it's Sri Lanka who are laughing, probably with a win here. He's just walked in, Umar Amin, not yet off the mark, playing uppishly, risking his wicket, and he's gone. Gone for naught. And it's 85 for 6. So Pakistan losing the plot, losing the rhythm. 85 for 6. 127 required from 58. Bilawal Bhatti can be categorized as a bowling all-rounder. I think he's gone, is he? Well, it's Sangakkara who's appealing for stumping, and he is very convinced. Bilawal Bhatti is the man under third umpire's radar. Decision pending. Now what is it going to be? The no ball? No is fine. So first hurdle crossed. We come to the next one. Well, the toe is on the line, on the popping crease, and I think Sri Lanka have got a very strong case. Extremely strong case, because that toe or that foot has got to be behind the popping crease.
That's the big screen there, and that's out. So Bilawal now looks at the screen, and he now will take that long walk. And Senanaike will now be on a hat-trick. Pakistan 85 for 7 inside 11 overs. Bilawal goes for no score.
85 for 7. Sohail Tanveer is the new man in. So Pakistan, in the last 13 balls, have lost 5 wickets and probably the game as well. It ain't looking good for them now. Required rate is 13.37. It's not an impossible required rate in T20 terms, but they're losing wickets. Senanaike on a hat-trick gets driven for a run. Sohail Tanveer avoids the hat-trick ball, but just bad planning from Pakistan. The first one to be dismissed. Umar Amin not yet off the mark, looking for a heroic drive through the offside, caught by Chandimal, and then Bilawal Bhatti is back foot on the popping crease, stumped by Kumar Sangakkara, who whipped the bails off, and a kind of a typical tail-ender's dismissal. It's hit hard by Afridi. That goes through the fielder's hands and legs. Prasanna was the fielder. There's a lot of dew on the ground, so that could have complicated things for Prasanna, but Afridi really whacking it hard.
Yeah, he got a hand to it. It was hit very, very hard. And yes, Dew could be one of the reasons. He reached there.
Coming out of his crease, looking good, Shahid Afridi. Gets a run off the last ball. It's 91 for 7. A disastrous few last overs. Oh, that's wide. That's that's rubbish. I think he lost the grip on the ball because of Dew. The ball seems to be wet. Yeah, brought a smile even to the face of the umpire. It was a double, triple wide. This. An easy wide to give for SN Raza. Not tested at all. Change of ball, and so good time for us to go down and go to Akil for an interview.
Well, thank you, Ramesh. I've got Marwan Adapadu, the batting coach of Sri Lanka. Marwan, what had you instigated in this team that they crossed 200 runs mark within the frame of 20 overs?
Well, I guess it's being allowing them to be free and express themselves in a 20 format would give them the freedom to go and show what they are capable of.
Still, Mahela Jayawardene is not a part of this team. He will be certainly available for the World T20. When he's going to join you, will you be faced with a positive headache to, number one, plan a team and then establish a batting order?
Well, I mean, if it's a headache, it's a good headache to have, I guess. I mean, Mahela is a quality player.
In the meantime, we have seen a huge six, so things are going on. What is your call for this particular match? Boom Boom is still out there, Marwan.
Well, it's a format that you never know. I mean, a game of uncertainties, and when you talk about 2020 cricket, it's the optimum.
So Shahid Afridi has played a brilliant stroke, and that was a heavy hit, a galactic total that one was. So Pakistan, you think, can change this upon?
Well, I mean, as I said, 2020 cricket, you never know. I mean, it's how Afridi could change games. And it's important that we get rid of him as soon as possible.
So how are your preparations for the ODIs which are coming up?
Well, we have been good in preparing ourselves, but see, match practice is something that we need to have.
In the meantime, Boom Boom is on fire, and I will take you back to the commentary box. Over to you, Ramesh Raja.
Wonderful hitting from Shahid Afridi. 2 sixes in this over and a 4. So far so good. Prasanna been taken to the cleaners by Afridi. Over cover this time. The first 6 over long on. Goes big again. Slaps it past point. Brilliant piece of batting. But this fun has got to continue for Pakistan and for Shahid Afridi. So putting the pressure back on the Sri Lankans. 99 are required by Pakistan of 51. Afridi 23 from just 7.
Yes, a big over for Pakistan. Absolute muscle power from Shahid Afridi. Getting a couple of sixes and then a boundary and 4 wides. So 113 for Pakistan now. And Shahid Afridi taking off from where he left off on Wednesday. He sure does have that talent. If it's his day, and is it today or not, we'll find that out in the next 8.3 overs.
Field's been adjusted now. 3 men very close on the offside in the point range. He misses them all, places the ball well past cover this time for a run. Got to somehow time his onslaught. Afridi cannot hope to hit a 6 of every delivery, even though he may think like that, but execution bit can trouble him. Let's see how Sohail Tanvir bats with Afridi, because all he has to do is to do exactly this. Take a run, get to the other end, and then maybe just shut his eyes and hope that Afridi can pull it off. 24 from this over with a ball to come. 2 sixes, 2 boundaries in this over. Big over for Afridi and Pakistan. Stylishly played for a run. He'll keep the strike, keep it going for Pakistan for the time being. After 12, 116 for 7. 25 runs in that last over. 116 for 7. Pakistan have lost a lot of wickets.
At the same stage, Sri Lanka was 124, but they were 1 wicket down. Thisara Pereira once again into the attack. He bowled just that 1 over. He got that wicket. 91 needed, 42 balls, and this man is there. Still possible. 28 of just 12 balls.
Field's been readjusted. A lot of thinking going into setting up this field for Shahid Afridi. Long off is in place. Long on is the other fielder at the fence on the leg side. There's a mid-wicket in place and a deep cover on the offside. Afridi hits one in the air. This should be taken. Kumar Sangakkara calls it's mine. Is making it tough. Oh my word! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, because he got beaten the moment he ran after that high ball and still managed to hang on to it. Now this in the end turned out to be a classic catch. Should have been a straightforward, but Kumar Sangakkara was twirling around it and in the end caught a beauty. Afridi goes for 28, 121 for 8. So a lot of people leaving now that Pakistan's last hope, Shahid Afridi, has been removed from the scene. Sri Lanka at a similar stage was 125 for 1, Pakistan 121 for 8. So nothing to choose between the two teams when it comes to scoring rate. But it's just that Pakistan felt the pressure of that total. And they had quite a few ordinary shots to kind of nosedive after Sharjeel Khan had got them back into the game. And it all started when Shoaib Maqsood played that lofted shot. Well, that's well played. There's a lot of individual talent in this Pakistan side. All they need to do is to knit that talent together as a side and produce the results. Now we've got to have another look at Kumar Sangakkara and what he did. Afridi with a big heave. He had no option really but to go for such a shot. And look at Kumar Sangakkara. He was beaten in the flight, up in the air, and have a look at him. This is just wonderful. Stunning, stunning effort in the end. Kumar Sangakkara, what a day he's had. Brilliant with the bat and outstanding behind the stumps. That's wide. T20 brings the best out of play, especially in the field. We've seen already brilliance from Sri Lanka in the field. There you see him, wrong-footed, beaten by the flight, but he hung on to it with a one-hander beauty. That's smashed hard. That should find the fence. It does quite easily. Just got to wonder if Pakistan had kept their nerve, been calm in the middle of the innings, this target could have been challenged. After 13.3, Sri Lanka in fact were 128 for 1 and Pakistan ahead 130 for 8. But they've lost too many wickets. And Sri Lanka know that they're just a wicket away probably of that man. And they should win this quite comfortably. Comes to the striker zone. Bye conceded by Kumar Sangakkara. Sri Lankan fans turn now to rejoice the phase of the innings. This madness in the Isles, absolutely following this game intently with a lot of passion.
I wonder if Hafiz would like to go back to the toss of the coin when you see both the side having the same scoring rate. It's just that Pakistan losing more wickets. Why not go first? and actually get those runs on board and put the pressure on the opposition.
Ajmal plays that one into the gap, and Lasith Malinga doesn't try hard. Big over for Pakistan this one, with a ball to come. 14 from it. Saeed Ajmal had a memorable day with the ball, became the second Pakistani to pick up 100 international wickets in a season. Slow delivery that is blocked by Saeed Ajmal. 135 for 8 after 14 overs, Pakistan. Big shot, that's dismissed. 6 flat, a skimmer from the left-hander Tanveer. Really has been a feast when it comes to big hitting, big slogging today. Earlier it was Pereira and Dilshan and Sangakkara who were outstanding with the big shots. Sharjeel Khan, Afridi, and now Suhail Tanveer showing the potential of being big hitters. This really was well timed. Didn't want that single, it appeared from his body language, but he'll have to go across for a run. So 68 from 32. Went flat, it went hard, it went over the line. Sensibly done by Saeed Ajmal. Picks up a run and allows the field crease once again for Suhail Tanveer. 20 from 11, Suhail Tanveer. Pereira 2 for 24. Sananaike bowling his last ball of his spell. 3.5, 3 for 26 has been good. That's another heave. This time the ball will be collected, should be collected. Another man at square leg. And so after 15, Pakistan 146 for 8.
You could see the uncertainty in lots of the Pakistani batsmen earlier on. Sharjeel was outstanding. Maqsood showed a lot of power, amazing power in fact, but the senior players, Hafiz and Ahmed Shehzad, not very positive or clear in their decision making. But that does happen when you have a score like this. But on the other hand, the Sri Lankans, so calm, just going about their business. Runs on the board, so crucial.
Well, that's the key. When you got runs on the board, and especially when you got more than 200 runs on the board in 2020, you got every chance of winning the game. And when you have got bowlers like Lasith Malinga, Kulusekara, very experienced bowlers, Tushara Pereira, it's never easy to maintain that. That's how the first wicket went. Was looking to go over the top, the slower delivery. That's what Hafiz nicked it to the wicketkeeper. And that's the 3 wickets you're talking about, Russell. Pakistan, that's where they've gone behind in the game.
Required rate almost up to 14. There's not much you can expect from these bowlers, but this is Prasanna getting the big wicket of Sharjeel, and then Umar Akmal. Umar Amin out for a duck, and very next ball
Well, Pakistan is still maintaining the run rate. It's still, they're around about 11 and over. the required run rate now has definitely creeped up. It's gone to 15. And this is how Shahid Afridi, Bhatti gone for the very first ball. Beautiful delivery, just went with the arm, and that was Shahid Afridi. Watch that catch. Oh, he was all over the place at one time, but grabbed it quite nicely at the end.
He did the right thing though, Kumar Sangakkara. He wanted the catch. Man with the gloves generally does go to it. But the fielder was on the circle. We're just a step to get.
And also, the man who's got the gloves on is the senior most. So when he says stay away from it, so you better stay away from it.
It's Shahid Afridi. It's gone up in the air, way up in the air. Wanting it is crucial. And it's hard to pick up catches which go very high because the lights, there's so many lights around. It's known as the Ring of Fire here in Dubai. We've had 16 overs. It's 151 for 8. It's in the air. He's got a lot of it. Teases the fielders and into the boundary.
That went in the air for a long time. Couldn't really clear the boundary, the 6, but just landed in. Watch that. He didn't try to hit it too hard. All he did was just timed it. Just landed inside for 4.
Boundaries early in the over. Chandimal cannot haul it in.
We have seen a couple of brilliant catches in this last couple of days. We saw Ahmed Shahzad taking one, and then Chandimal took a couple, and watch that. That was another brilliant try by Chandimal. Couldn't hold on to it. Maybe the damp ball, the wet ball.
But Tanvir, he's missed out. That ball should have been put away, and he knows it. Ajmal doing the right thing, keeping things going. Well, the Ring of Fire, which makes it so difficult for fielders here in Dubai. Plenty of them right around the ground, so positioning yourself is very difficult. That's what makes these catches so much more special when they go way up in the air. Twelve runs off 5 balls. But still not enough for Carr. That's how high the required rate has been pushed.
Well, it's not easy once the score goes over 200. It's not been chased many times. Only once it's been chased. 207 was chased. That was by India. The asking rate is quite a bit. And Pakistan losing so many wickets so cheaply. They needed partnership in the beginning. That didn't happen. I thought that Pakistan could have done a bit more in the first 6 overs. Because they lost 2 wickets, early wickets, there was a big setback after that.
They're 15 and a half runs and over. If you say Pakistan were 4 or 5 down. No ball. Work to the onside. Tanvir, he should have been battling to get back to take strike of the free hit.
He's been having some issues with his front foot, Lasith Malinga. This is the 3rd time he's bowled in 2 games. He bowled a no ball in the last game also, which went for 4. Bowled another one.
Well, the fielders can move around because it's a different batsman on strike. Another no ball. Of course, it was a free hit, so he will not be out, but it's not a legal delivery. So it's got to be re-bowled, and that too will be a free hit.
Well, he's got to fix this problem because fair enough, at the moment they can afford maybe the odd no ball, but once you get into a game where its situation might be different, can be a problem.
They're big ones at that, at least an inch over. He's got it into the gap. 4 more. So that's a big over for Pakistan. 20 off the Lasith Maling over. 171 for 8. .41 required of 18. We were just saying in the last over that the required rate was a little too high, and wickets in hand. Well, with shots like this from Sohail Tanvir, we still have a game on. 50 runs off 25 balls, the partnership. That's the highest partnership for the 9th wicket in T20Is. 47 was the highest before between Sorensen and Wilson of Ireland. If we're talking about the wickets, Waqar, 5 or 6 down at this stage, there would have been a lot more panic and more pressure on the Sri Lankans. That's when more mistakes can come about.
Well, the equation is still not bad. 18 balls, 41 runs. Fair enough, Pakistan got 2 wickets in hand. And Sri Lanka was the same. They lost only 2 wickets.
Pereira into the attack. Chandimal should have thrown that for me. Sohail Tanvir halfway down the pitch, but there was no one backing up. The fielder backing up was at deep mid-wicket, but he should have taken that chance.
Definitely. He should have thrown the ball. He should have taken that risk. They need Sohail Tanvir to go back in the hut. He is the only hope for Pakistan.
Fielder in the deep. Well, there have been plenty of reasons for Sri Lanka to celebrate today. The debutant, he's had a good day. The skipper taking a couple of catches. That was the big wicket of Afridi. Everyone celebrates, or the opposition celebrates when he's out.
They all pumped up now. Well, they stay number 1 if they win this game.
He's picked that up. There's no one in the deep. But has he got enough? It's a teaser. Again, Tanvir will be disappointed with that. He's playing good shots, but he's not making the full toss pay.
A pretty ordinary delivery. It should have been put away for 4. I don't think he timed the way he wanted to, or he should have.
Down the ground he goes. He's suddenly not timing the ball. Initially he certainly was. Just wonder whether he's tiring out there, Sohail Tanvir.
Well, he hasn't batted for so long in this last couple of years. This is the first time I'm seeing him bat so well, and for these many deliveries. He's no doubt capable of hitting big hits, but I have a feeling that he's just getting tired a little bit.
41 off 22 to Tanvir. That's the highest score by a batsman batting at number 9 in T20 internationals. Ajmal goes big. Well, that's the best way to do it. If you're tiring, get to the non-strikers and let your partner do the job. Ajmal obliges.
Well, I've seen before this Saeed Ajmal hitting huge sixes. Watch that. It was a slow delivery, back of the hand, and read it quite nicely, Saeed Ajmal. Although mid-on was right on the boundary, didn't really make him any difference. Clubbed it away for 6. Is there a twist in this game? 13 balls, 31 required.
The towels are out. The Sri Lankans just trying to slow that game ever so slightly. Plenty of dew out there. Thisara Pereira not happy at all. Trying to get that ball changed once more. "31 off 13. Gets it into space. But just the one. No, he's coming back. This is good running. Good work from Ajmal. Head down from the moment it left the bat. We've had 18 overs. It's 183 for 8. 12 off the last over from Thisara Pereira. Now if we compare the two teams, Sri Lanka were 180 for 2. Pakistan 183 for 8. This is the most crucial over, Waqar. Pakistan need to make this over a big one. You don't want to go into the last over needing maybe 20 or even 15 for that matter. So this over they have to go. Lasith Malinga conceded 20 in his previous over, including 2 no balls. He's got to forget about that and bring out a good one and put the pressure back on the Pakistanis.
Well, this is a very important over, no doubt about that. Pakistan wouldn't mind even taking 12 or 14 of this over and leaving maybe 15 in the last over. Because I've seen in the past 15 can easily be gettable. But this over is no doubt crucial, important for both teams.
Another 20 would help for Pakistan.
Why not?
For the left. That's a lot to do with the field that has been set. Short fine leg in the circle. There's a deep square leg in front of square and the long on. Those are the 3 fielders on the onside. Malinga will look for reverse swing generally at this stage of the game. So that angle is across the left-hander. That's why he's got a heavily packed offside field.
I have a feeling that he's going to look to bowl outside the off stump full and a little bit wide. That he did bowl wide. I didn't mean that. I meant within that range.
Not that wide. But that's what he's trying to do. Get Sohail Tanvir to fetch it. He's played some good shots though. When everything looked lost, Pakistan still have some hope because Sohail Tanvir, who just turned 29 yesterday, he's got 41 of 23 so far. Much better from Malinga.
That's excellent bowling. A lot of thinking behind that. Wide, fuller length, dips it at the left-hander. It's never easy to get under these deliveries. Doesn't matter who tells me that bowl slower ones, short deliveries or short slower ones. If you can bowl a similar deliveries, if you can bowl like this, I don't think you need anything else.
Well bowled once again. Much straighter than he would have liked. But the opportunity to get underneath it was not there for Tanvir. Amazing confidence from Lasith Malinga. He's got the previous ball wrong, but yet He's sticking to his plans.
He hardly bowls a bad ball when it comes to bowling those Yorker length deliveries. Bowls with such a control.
He said it was an important over. So far, Malinga has put his hand up. Edge taken. Much straighter from Lasith Malinga. And Prasanna at point does the rest. Sohail Tanvir going through it just a little too early and finding the edge.
Well, he's played well. I think he was a little tired. We could clearly tell in the last couple of overs. They're trying to check the no ball. They're going to wait. They're going to ask Sohail Tanvir to hang around, and they're going to check the no ball. If that that foot is over the line. Malinga has bowled few no balls. Ooh, that's very tight. Can't tell from this angle. We might have to go from the other side or maybe from the stump camp. But that is very, very tight. Very close. Ooh. Maybe just landed just before that. Not sure. I think just landed just behind the line. So he might have been just got away with it.
But worth a look. He's bowled 3 no balls already in this innings. But he's got something just behind the line. That's what they're looking for. The bowler has to have some part of his foot when he first lands behind the line.
Well, this stump cam is showing that it's just on the line. Just on the line. So it might be called a no ball. Well, it's not. He's been given out, Sohail Tanvir. So he's got to go. It was touch and go for the umpire to give that a no or give that out. Sohail Tanvir is gone for 41. Played very nicely. 184 for 9.
Usman Khan playing his second T20 international. Went for 52 in his 4 overs today. .28 of 8 required, and he's up against Lasith Malinga. But Pakistan have in fact done well, Waqar, in one certain sense, to get to 184. Still a steep total. Sangakkara does well. Looked like there was an inside edge, but it probably would have bounced before going to Sangakkara.
The last delivery of Lasith Malinga when he got Sohail Tanvir was more of a length delivery. This was a lot fuller, maybe a little bit inside edge, but definitely bounced before he got to Sangakkara, who had an outstanding game with the bat as well as with the gloves. Brilliant.
Especially when he's been sticking one glove out. Just the 3 runs, 2 runs in fact, and the wicket. So that'll leave 27 off the last over, 185 for 9. Well, reason to smile. Sri Lankan supporters. The team has come back strong after the disappointment of 2 days ago. Kulasekara to bowl the 20th over.
It's such a luxury to have somebody like Lasith Malinga in the team. That's the wicket. Just a little bit dipped away from the left-hander, edged it, and catching has been pretty good, the Sri Lankans. Picking up another wicket and only given 2 runs.
So a bouncer. The call came from the square leg umpire. He has a better view of the bounce.
Very close. Kulasekara didn't like it. Yeah, it was clearly over the top of his head. The fair call.
Ajmal goes for the big swing and he's given him So Sri Lanka strike back to win the second game. This series of 2 games. So it ends 1-1. Sri Lanka win by 24 runs. A great comeback. It's been a very good performance, a strong performance. The cool and cool T20 series. The 2-match series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan ends in a tie, 1-1. Sri Lanka asked to bat for the second time in the series, 211 for 3. Superb contributions all round. Kusal Perera standing out. 187 was the reply from Pakistan. Sri Lanka win by 24 runs.